the rim. Harden pushing.
Good defense.
Harden coast to coast. And it's deflected by Siakam. Embiid finishes one and more. Sixers on a 7-0 run.
Can't let those rebounds fall to the Raptors.
Embiid, the Euro. Oh, mama! A field goal from a 7.
Has it for Philly. And again, the Sixers look to push tempo. Embiid with the deep catch, goes up and scores, and a foul. 3-point chance for Joel Embiid. Jalen Rose to talk about those two games we mentioned earlier. Road wins for Utah and Minnesota. Embiid powers his way for another 2. He's got 15 points.
All right, see, now that was against the 1-3-1 break and second chance opportunities. You, right now, have 28 points out of those two categories.
And a turnover by Toronto to start the second half.
The selflessness on the break. The extra pass.
We're also told that for Toronto, Thaddeus Young is not available for the second half due to a sprained thumb. So Raptors don't go.
Harden off the Embiid screen. Little float game, and Embiid there to have his buddies back.
That's the concern when you play small.
It's possible. And LeBron said himself on Monday after scoring 38 in Cleveland that he's, quote, literally having the time of his life. The Lakers have 3 days off before the key matchup against the aforementioned Pelicans, giving James 5 days of recovery time.
Let's get it back. Green, one more to Shake Milton. They run him off the three-point line. Embiid inside with the putback. Double team Harden. Embiid inside. Light work. For Joel Embiid, his 4th field goal, he's got 10. Tournament. She can go. Watched her play in AAU basketball as a high schooler too. Embiid. Boy, that's a dream shake with some extra jelly on top. Broke up pretty quickly.
That's why when you have the opportunity, you got to take advantage of it. Or do everything you can to put yourself in position to achieve it.
That's kind of the message of Joel Embiid with the block at the defensive end. Harden on the drive. Embiid there to clean it up. Embiid working 94 feet.
I asked Doc Rivers about Joel Embiid, who was grabbing his lower back at the end of that second quarter, and he said he's fine. It's just some back soreness. As for James Harden, who was 2 of 10 from the field for 5 points, he said he's just missing shots. He's
never get enough of the big guy down low, though, right, Mark?
No, because who has an answer for him? I like this, even just clearing a side for him. He's too skilled, too talented, and got too much game to be defended.
Man, shook it. Laker games, NFL champion, Cooper Kupp, Super Bowl champion. Wheezy in the building as well. Tell you what, Joel Embiid would tell you life is a beach. He's just 17 points for Dwight. A season high for him. Harden around the screen. Great pocket pass. Embiid with the finish.
That is a tough play because Dwight Howard.
Alexander with the first shot for the Pelicans. And here comes Joel Embiid.
Taking it ends of the floor here.
Goes baseline and hits his first attempt of the night.
One, but you lose it and then give up a bucket.
Burke had a great season opener in New Orleans in addition to Joel and Tyrese and Tobias as Embiid finds the loose ball and lays it up and in. New Orleans doing a good job so far, making it difficult for the Sixers to get shots up. Embiid, good head fake and good finish from Embiid.
Well, before that bucket, the Sixers were shooting 33%, now 40. Bro, he ran the floor like a gazelle down there and wanted the basketball.
Now Joel wants to go at him, fading and hitting. So maybe this is just the start of what could be a great big blocker in these Pelicans. 4 of 5 from downtown in this first half. Embiid, good move there by the big man.
Big time move, little step through it.
56-48, 8-point lead. Embiid, the pull-up, making a 6-point lead.
Okay, within 6. Orleans to renegotiate tomorrow.
That's a really good question. Didn't they just ink Jonas to a 2-year deal at the start of the season? Embiid, high arcing jumper. Start things off in his third quarter.
Over it, he's hip to it, realizing the backdoor cut was there.
Matt Maxey turning on the burners, no good. Joel the offensive rebound and the finish. Maybe that'll get this place back into it as Joel heads to the line. national game on Thursday on TNT. Not TNT. I beg your pardon. Joel. What reverse? 28 and counting from Joel. Under 5 to go in the frame. Nikhil blocked by Embiid. Joel, gotta be careful. Joel down in the third quarter. Let's see if they can kick this one in down the home stretch in the fourth. Joel looking for 36, and he's got it.
Last couple of shots for the Pelicans.
Letting him hear it. Korkmaz wants to get it to Joel for those 38 points. Big man doing that. 38 for Joel Embiid.
As good as they're not going. Where would they be without Tobias?
15 of his 31 in the second quarter. Joel taking over in this second half. 42 now for Embiid. Alvarado. Alexander Walker. Very good night for him. Another block by Embiid. Tyrese can't keep it in. That's number 4.
The improvement in strength from Furkan goes a long way on those dribble drives. Still working on it, still getting stronger.
Double comes, but it's late, and it doesn't matter. Hitting the shot, drop. Been working so far. Why not go back to him? Good position down low against Juve, spinning towards the baseline. 8 early points for Joel Embiid.
Big player, and for guys in the know, they know what that means.
Spurs on a little 15-8 run here. Great dribble and set and square up and finish. But off the health and safety protocols loop. Joel looking for space. Just needs a little bit of it to finish at the hoop.
That step to
with this guy leading the way.
Playing off of Joel, complementing one another. It's been a formula for success.
Comes the double, so Joel fades away from it. 17 first half points. Right there with you. He's feeling it tonight.
Eubanks ain't ready for all that. He's not.
Let them hear it, Sixers fans. Joel. Shake. Guys get well soon. Embiid driving baseline. And lays it up and in.
Good hands from Joel. Strong hands. Hoping he would have picked up where he left off in the first half with his shooting. So good with Seth.
Dia, too strong. Deflection once again. By the Sixers might have gotten a piece of that one.
Well, and it was at least on him. No open looks. Murray had to take it.
Joel taking it all the way down Broad Street. And just looks over to the Spurs bench. 13 for the Sixers. Seth bounce pass. Joel doesn't want the 3. He'll take it back down Broad Street into the bottom.
A little zone here from the Spurs just to change things up.
The former Spur into the lane. The runner shorts, but who else is there to clean it up but Joel Embiid? Another 30.
For you to break contact and get back into play.
Halfway through the first, Embiid top of the key, wide open, and he knocks it out.
Nice little pick and roll, the pop to the foul.
Embiid halfway through the second, back to a 13-point Minnesota lead. Joel step back on Towns, automatic.
Well, how many times have we seen Danny's office where he likes to operate one of the corners? That's on the right.
Embiid knocking the ball away from Vanderbilt. Minnesota shooting 56%. Wolves shot that. It would be one of his first post up. He goes away from the basket and gets it to go from about 14. Timeout Minnesota to 12. So the Sixers again have cut it to 8. Minnesota responded after the Sixers had scored 12 in a row. Call a play for Embiid, who steps into the lane and gets it to go.
And McDaniel just gives
a resurgent quarter for the Sixers. Maxey thinks about it against Towns. Into Joel. Joel right there, right around Russell.
unable to defend him.
He reaches and steals the ball. Thibault on the move. He's looking to move it. And now Embiid, this would be huge. And it is a triple by Embiid.
And it's the long arms. Curry staying low in the defensive position. Russell, quick relief.
Towns can't stop Embiid. Joel powers through. And Maxey around the Embiid screen. Joel against Towns. 2 on the shot clock. 3 in the air. It's good! Embiid trifecta! And the Sixers have taken the lead.
But that is a revelation.
With that, the Wolves lead. Here's Embiid with a turnaround, and the Sixers counter with a basket to go up by 1.
Not much you can do.
Under 3.5 to go. Maxey on the roll, Embiid into the lane, underhand scoop, got it. Joel Embiid with a finger roll.
Russell covering. Russell's got no one.
They play loose on Maxey. Daring him to shoot. Here's Joel with a step back shot. Oh, good. What a shot by JoJo. 40. He's had the last 6 for the Sixers. And Russell with it. In the lane, Joel slaps the ball and saves it on the near sideline.
Great
what a
hands.
play.
Great needed time. We heard the ball pop. Ball on that drive.
Baseline shot by Embiid. He is in a groove right now.
Both teams identical 46 and 28 records. Second and plays in the Eastern Conference, and the first look to Embiid for his first point.
That was a nice.
Navigated through a lot. Not as much, not any controversy on the Bucks side that Bugs really had to navigate through like we've had with the drama on the 76ers side, but certainly, you know, a lot of player personnel. You know, Grayson, a perfect 2 for 2 for his 6 points here tonight. And Ibaka challenging it. Embiid as he fell to the court.
I tell you what. No, and Pat will dunk on you now.
He's athletic.
Yes, he is.
Let Pat dunk. Embiid from 15 out.
Boy, they were combined from 3. Got to slow that down a little bit for the Bucks.
Here's Wes again with the defensive assignment, as we talked about, to start off on Harden. And we got an and one back the other way. That time Embiid got for the outstretched arms of Embiid that time. And here's the Sixers with a look. Embiid on that left side again.
Ooh. I mean, boy, that's excellent defense.
Harden, he likes that drop-off pass there to Embiid, who finishes it off. You know, still struggling. I mean, that shot was all the way down before it popped out, coming out of that timeout. Still sitting on those 11 points. Off balance, 1-foot shot for Embiid, and now this is the largest.
This evening.
Embiid with Lopez trying to stay straight up, defending him. Now he got whistle for the foul, and he is mad at himself.
Attempted. Last 5 games have been 3-point shots. Embiid going right at Ayton. Nicely done by Embiid.
Just needs to create just a little bit of even more confident than he would have without playing that Nuggets game. He's already a problem now. Even more of a problem.
Pick and roll, nicely done. Harden to Embiid.
Well, and you can see what Doc Rivers before the game, and he talked about lifting weights in his downtime while recouping.
Embiid up and in, asking for more.
Chris Paul trying to take a charge. No one's in Phoenix, and they really didn't see any light at the end of the tunnel. They righted their ship.
Embiid and one. I think Devin Booker wasn't the only one. Back in 2014. He was 2 for 5 from 3 on Thursday. Joel Embiid making an even dozen for Joel now in this first quarter. Embiid passes out of it. Over to Tyrese. Maxey driving and pulling up. Short on the jumper. Embiid the offensive rebound and the putback. 14 in this first quarter for Embiid.
You can see
behind him.
Go to work.
Yeah, Joel wants it. He's got Book on him. Great cut from Matisse. Can't finish. Joel too strong on the putback, but the tip in makes the 3rd time the charm.
A second chance opportunity. You love that.
Joel wants it on the mismatch with Bridges.
Got to capitalize.
Spins away from him, and he does. And the foul.
My goodness. I want the one day to get the respect Devin Booker gets in regards to calls. The officials have much respect.
Joel lays it up and in off the pass for Maxey.
Nice drive on that Maxey penetrating leading to the turnover.
Maxey keeps it himself, has it blocked. Joel there, lost it as he put it up, but taps it in. And then is limping his way back. Didn't see what happened.
And no open looks. We talked about it. He's so good. You just can't allow him easy ones. Make him work.
Harden down to Embiid. Great positioning. Nice seal by the big man who lays it up and in.
Here we go. Here we go.
Go to their big man. He's outplayed DeAndre Ayton yet again tonight. And Joel keeps it, turns, and rattles in another. 35 now for Joel Embiid. Chris Paul, step back three. That one is short. Danny Green tracks down the loose ball. Ahead to Joel, who slams it. 45 seconds to go. 10-point Suns lead.
Harden off the Embiid screen. Little float game, and Embiid there to have his buddies back.
That's the concern when you play small.
It's possible. And LeBron said himself on Monday after scoring 38 in Cleveland that he's, quote, literally having the time of his life. The Lakers have 3 days off before the key matchup against the aforementioned Pelicans, giving James 5 days of recovery time.
Let's get it back. Green, one more to Shake Milton. They run him off the three-point line. Embiid inside with the putback. Double team Harden. Embiid inside. Light work. For Joel Embiid, his fourth field goal, he's got 10. Tournament. She can go. Watched her play in AAU basketball as a high schooler too. Embiid. Boy, that's a dream shake with some extra jelly on top. Broke up pretty quickly.
That's why when you have the opportunity, you better take advantage of it. Or do everything you can to put yourself in position to achieve it.
That's kind of the message of Joel Embiid with the block at the defensive end. Harden on the drive. Embiid there to clean it up. Embiid working 94 feet.
I asked Doc Rivers about Joel Embiid, who was grabbing his lower back at the end of that second quarter, and he said he's fine. It's just some back soreness. As for James Harden, who was 2 of 10 from the field for 5 points, he said he's just missing shots. He's
never get enough of the big guy down low, though, right, Mark?
No, because who has an answer for him? I like this, even just clearing a side for him. He's too skilled, too talented, and got too much game to be defended.
And shook it. Laker games, NFL champion, Cooper Kupp, Super Bowl champion. Wheezy in the building as well. Tell you what, Joel Embiid would tell you life is a beach. He's just 17 points for Dwight. A season high for him. Harden around the screen. Great pocket pass. Embiid with the finish.
That is a tough play because Dwight Howard,
especially when it comes to passes, being on time and on target.
Doc Rivers has gone to his bench. Shooting specialist George Niang has come into the game. He replaced James Harden. It's Embiid with Chris defending him. Now, the first game that Marquise Chris played with the Mavericks, we saw some good lateral foot speed trying to defend Karl Anthony Towns, but
with his few misses this evening.
Here's Harden, pocket pass to Embiid, inside he scores.
Look for him.
The second quarter. Mavs have led by as many as 8 points. They lead right now by 5. It may about to be 3, although it's bobbled here by Embiid. He does score, and a foul is called as well.
Where they run their pick and rolls allows them to get that pick and roll. And the way they run theirs.
Yeah. That's how you're. Mavericks will be down to 6 road games left to play this year after tonight's game. As Embiid catches, turns, and there at the rim to jam.
First, that's why he was up in the air.
A few more, and it is good night Mavericks. Joel leads 17, 5:40 to go. He's not scoring as much as he wants to, only 15 tonight, 4 of 16 shooting. Getting all of his teammates involved. Joel, another 30-point performance for our guy, Joel Embiid.
A moving clock is your friend.
First look at Trey Burke tonight, number 3 in white. Embiid, what a move! 32 and counting tonight for your MVP. Just 35,
career, yeah.
35 years young. This is 14th season. We're talking about number 32 in Navy. Embiid driving and jamming on Jokic.
Well, it's a despite his slender build of mixing it up inside there.
Well, left alone, top of the key, yes sir. 7 for Joel Embiid.
Relaxing.
That's one of the things we were hearing from some of the Magic guys last night, that they wish some of their youngsters had that change of pace. Just didn't go 100 miles an hour every single minute because Joel hits another.
Yes, please.
Let's put an end to that run. 28-7 since Embiid and the Sixers took their biggest lead back in the first, which was 19. Like this coming out of the timeout.
Meant more than it really did. Sure, there was a message sent by the Nets, but it's just one game.
Joel rising in Jokic's face and hitting the jumper. He's got 18 now.
He's shooting. There really is no time to debate or discuss.
Joel, yes sir. 29 on 9 of 15 shooting. Left to play tonight here in Philly. Embiid on the roll. Lays it up and in. 31 for Embiid.
Where's the cut?
Embiid doubles, rising and hitting as he hits the deck. It's not
actually benefiting from Harden's play. Embiid outside the monster 43-point game. Doubled right there by Brown. And he gets the first on the board right there for the 76ers. Screen. Embiid and Drummond this time blitzed by Durant. And he still got to go. I don't know how you guard this young man. I mean, you send a double. You told you this earlier. It benefits so much with Harden, although Harden is resting out. Embiid right at Drummond, plowing in.
Using the Thibault screen on the low post, it's Embiid. Draws the double, spins away from it, and it just doesn't matter how many guys you put on him. He finds a way to create space and knock down jump shots. That's at 6 Eastern on ESPN, but we got coverage all day long. It's the Coach K Megacast. You can catch everything from sun up to sundown. Embiid irate right now with James Capers. He thought there should. 8th rebound for Embiid to go with 9 points. Goes right at Robinson and finishes beautifully over the outstretched arm of the defender. 19 for Harden, matching R.J. Barrett. Inside a minute to go. Burks rejected by Embiid, out of bounds.
Look, because of the Knicks' struggle this season, but also because of the player drafted a spot ahead of him in 2019, Ja Morant, who's been taking the league by storm as Joel Embiid gets the bucket and a chance for an and one.
Shot clock down to 5. Embiid working on Gibson, facing up, takes the jumper. It's good. Joel Embiid now with 25 points.
From inside the arc and beyond, a little bit high, mid-30s, while 49% is what the Timberwolves are shooting.
Joel, count it. And he'll head to the line. Even more open looks now with Harden on the team. Coach James turning the corner up to Joel. Just away from the hoop on the oop attempt, but Embiid settles and finishes.
Well, I'm laughing at all the...
Joel leading the way for the Sixers with 19. This is 8th rebound. There's the mid-range.
Makes it look just...
Would yell, layup, and just start running the other way.
As if to say, it's automatic. Jaden McDaniels with a layup in transition.
Layup.
Man. Some...
Been at the home of the team he's played for at the time. Embiid lost it, gets it back, turns, and scoops it up and in.
How about the recovery? I don't think he anticipated the pass heading his way. So
Anthony Towns. Embiid wants to go right back at it. 9 to play. Embiid rising and hitting 29 for Joel Embiid.
Silky smooth.
Just like that.
Things change.
Flipping the switch in this fourth quarter. 6.5 to go. Joel, free throw line, Jay. Count it. 34 for Joel Embiid.